2 years ago, my somatic therapist told me that you don't get a pat on your back for healing yourself and being a better person. And that is both true and not true. You're getting a pat, but a pat would indicate a hand, and this is something localized at a point in space-time. What's really happening is all of reality pats you on the back by showing you every aspect of reality just being upgraded and being at that level that you're at. So there's no comparison of better or worse, like, good job, you're so great, because everything is at that level for you. In the same way, there is deep cosmic information that is protected. The divine deeply, believe me, deeply understands how difficult it is to choose love and to forgive. Christians call it expanding the kingdom of heaven. The way I look at it is resolving the samsaras that create your hell. It's a loop. And if you're able to resolve a cycle that's, if you're in a loop, it makes the shape of a circle, right? And let's say your whole life can be represented, this is highly reductive, but if your whole life and its karmic imprints can be shown as one loop, then your whole life you're kind of getting, it's smaller and smaller and smaller until it's basically a dot, and you've unified it. And you've resolved the samsara, resolved what's created hell, and you've uplifted the dimensions within while resolving the hell there. It's basically adding more to heaven within you. So as you're able to do this, you actually get more access to information, and that is the essence of reality patting you on the back. Here's an interesting thing though. So everyone's got their enemy archetype that they come in here with. Everyone's got their dualities that they come in here with, and it's all a play, the divine play, Tantra we call it Lila, of concealing and revealing. Concealing, you don't remember, you are that, I am that I am, and revealing that you remember now. And you will kind of come into this state of almost non-reactivity, not completely, because we're human. I mean, I dip into that too here and there. I still have depressive episodes and see PTSD flare-ups and all that kind of stuff, even symptoms of DPDR, but I know how to come back to center a lot better. So with this information being protected, I almost have this compassion that I once did not before for the kind of Christian mindset, not for the perspective of just randomly calling things demonic. I mean for the perspective of deep information that feels like superpowers, right? The kind of thing where you're able to really look at every element as materialized consciousness, and from that state of power you're you control the field. Really, it feels like you can bend reality to your will. Do you think that power should be given to just anybody? It's probably somebody really operating in line with divine algorithms, where their heart is very much in alignment with the great cosmic heart. So the reason why I brought up a Christian perspective is it is in the Bible, that concept of Lucifer, fallen angel. So if you have access to information that takes you to the heaven frequencies, and you are not of that expanded awareness, then you can steep yourself in ego, resentment, however the ego will manifest, and this information can be then distorted. And now the dynamism of heaven and hell all get created, and all that's going on in that external universe, but we're talking about our internal one. And even once, on the one time I took LSD, I remember getting so much information. I was very much like, write that down, Patrick, write that down. And as soon as I was saying that, I got shown a visual of 1 chamber closing, 2, 3, 4, like all up in my face. These doors of different colors, like really strong metallic structures, and then like a zoom out. Like think the backwards version of like Jimmy Neutron's like brain blast, right? Like you're like going deep within, but this was like zooming out. Okay. And I realized those chambers were inside someone's ears. And then I was inside their skull and seeing their brain, like that Jimmy Neutron style, but then I was seeing red sound waves, like with arrows trying to hit, and it wasn't able to get through. And these spirits on that were basically saying, those sound waves are you trying to talk, but people are very much where they're at in their journey, so it's not gonna come through. So you have to be mindful. The reason I'm even thinking of all of this stuff is like, there's always a desire to give and help that's always present within me. And this is also a consent-based cosmos. Pushing yourself onto someone is never okay. And I never intend to push. So that's not where this is coming from. It's more like, why do I have non-dual Shiva Tantra in my bio when I really talk about Shivoham Labs and what I'm creating? Well, when you're talking a lot about a philosophy, then you can get into a debate. And from my perspective, my dharma is not to materialize the spiritual, but rather spiritualize the material. I would like for humanity and for civilization to advance. I want to see like an Atlantis type of world. And that will happen through creation. If I am willing to put my ego to the side and wait, however long it takes, then through building something, whatever research lab, whatever discoveries, through the power of love in my heart and to complete surrender to God and total faith, like, of course, like there's work I do, literal work, but then there's nothing to really debate. And as it is, when we think about the concept of debating when it comes to philosophy, if you're talking about non-duality, a debate, you're saying this versus that. When it comes to truth, there's no verses. It's all connected. It's all truth. So what are we here to debate? So the creation itself becomes so powerful in the sense that its existence is the contrast. It's a container that has layers of complexity embedded within it. It could take decades, but who cares? Like, that's how committed I am. I'm doing it for the plot. And talking about things can end up being more like energy harvesting, a lot of fighting that can happen, a lot of disagreements, a lot of resentment, and you know, it doesn't build, or it can. Actually, it can, but at least for my personal path, it's not the most efficient way to bring about the kind of change I would like to see in society. And preemptively making the move to try to make courses or whatever. Well, here's the thing, like, if someone expands their awareness, they're naturally going to access the exact same information. I never have to make a course about it, man. This is what I mean by not materializing the spiritual. Everyone has consciousness, right? So they would just get there on their own. I don't have to do anything, which is the greatest part. Like, these are universal cosmic truths. What would instead happen is those universal cosmic truths would, you know, through the filtered lens of their own consciousness land in their mind and body, and that would like activate the Sahasrara chakra, their crown chakra, which connects you to the collective, and they would then know what their divine mission and purpose is and how to carry it out. Otherwise, if this information arrives when the person is not ready and they haven't like accessed those gates because their awareness isn't there, it can actually backfire. This doesn't mean don't help people. It just means even in your goodness, practice discernment and creation and putting your ego to the side and fulfilling your dharma is going to expose those truths anyway.